Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone, and welcome to 10 Reasons Why Adobe LMS Simply Rocks. In today's presentation, Senior Adobe eLearning Evangelist Dr. Pooja Jasingh will guide us through the top 10 features that set Adobe Captivate Prime LMS apart from the rest. During this session, you will learn how to maximize the impact of your learning by aligning the goals of your organization and establish a learning culture with gamification, including leaderboards and badges, and a lot of other very interesting things about the LMS from Adobe. I'm Karen Gleason. I'm from the eLearning Guild, and I'm your host for this session. I'd like to tell you a little bit about the eLearning Guild for those of you who aren't familiar with us. We are the oldest and most trusted source of information, networking, and community for e-learning professionals. As a member-driven organization, the eLearning Guild produces conferences, blended training, ebooks, research reports, Learning Solutions magazine, and just recently we have launched 3 new online events, Summits, Spotlights, and The Beat. Each of the resources that the Guild produces is devoted to the idea that the people who know the most about making e-learning successful are the people who produce e-learning every day. Our goal is to create a place where e-learning professionals can share their knowledge, expertise, and ideas to build a better industry and better learning experiences for everyone, because we believe that together we are better. You can click the link on your screen, but come back to the presentation immediately and you can check out the eLearning Guild after we find out why Adobe rocks. So now let's join Dr. Pooja Jasingh and learn about the new LMS from Adobe. The presentation is yours, Pooja.
Thanks, Karen, and hello everybody, and welcome to today's training session on, as Karen rightly mentioned, 10 reasons why Adobe LMS simply rocks. I'm Dr. Pooja Jasingh, Senior Adobe eLearning Evangelist, and today I have some of my awesome colleagues and friends joining me to help me answer some of your questions that you can ask in the Q&A pod. And they are Dr. Alan Partridge, my partner in crime. We also have Avranil, we have Roshan and Shikha from the Prime and Connect team to help us run this particular session smoothly. So go ahead and ask as many questions as you have during this session. I'll be keeping an eye on the Q&A pod, and if I see any question while I'm not engrossed in presenting, I'll definitely answer it, or my colleagues will take it up and answer those questions. If there are any common questions, they will be passing it on to me, and I will be answering those questions during the Q&A sessions. So just to give it a quick test, please write something in the Q&A pod, hi, hello, or just say testing, and I will be able to know that you are in fact able to hear me clearly. And okay, Alan says my mic is a little hot, let me adjust the. Is my mic a little better now? Is it better? I can see a lot of people are writing, okay, and Beth says, yeah, better. Okay, great. So if you face any issues, please go ahead and write in the Q&A pod, and we will be able to help you as soon as we can. With that, let's talk about some more housekeeping things. This session is being recorded, and we will be posting the recording link on Captivate blog page, also on the Adobe Captivate Prime events page, and you can pick up the recording link from there. With that, let's get started, and we will start talking about the 10 reasons why I feel Adobe LMS simply rocks. There are, you won't believe, there are almost hundreds of reasons that I can think of why Adobe LMS is simply brilliant, but I had a difficult choice to pick those top 10 things that are really cool in Adobe Captivate Prime LMS. So let's talk about that. So here, the first question that comes to my mind is, how many of you have, heard about Adobe Captivate Prime? Can you just click on just raise your hands by clicking the button here on the top bar, and let me know if you have just heard about Adobe Captivate Prime, and I can see a lot of people raising their hands. That's a really good news. Okay, how many of you have tried Adobe Captivate Prime? If you've not tried, just put your hand down. Okay, I can see a few hands going down. Oh, a lot of them. So I can see a lot of you have not tried Adobe Captivate Prime. And before we get started talking about the reasons why Adobe LMS simply rocks, I would encourage you to click this there is a small slide on the bottom left corner which says try Adobe Captivate Prime. Go ahead and click it, and it will allow you to create your Adobe Captivate Prime account in seconds, I would say, using your Adobe credentials. So the same credentials you used for registering for this particular session, you can use the same credentials to get your Captivate Prime account for 1 month. So go ahead and do that while we talk about some of the wonderful things that you can do with Adobe Captivate Prime. And this slide will be there for most of the sessions, so if you don't do the click it now, you can do it later, or just save the link and then you can try it out later. With that, let's get started. For those who have not heard about Adobe Captivate Prime is a wonderful learning management system which is SaaS based, and it is built with the newest technology on the block, and because it is from Adobe, it has all the coolest and greatest features that you can encounter in any SaaS based technology. Let's talk about some of the things that will help you take charge of your learning environment with the help of Adobe Captivate Prime. You can offer a stimulating learning experience to your learners, and this becomes possible with Adobe Captivate Prime because of one main belief that we have, is that everything you do should be learner first, because you are dealing with students. You don't have to think about the authors or the administrators or the instructional designers first. You have to start thinking with how the learners are going to experience this content or any e-learning or learning content that you have in that matter. So keeping that in mind, we have designed this LMS, and everything you see, you will find that all the time learners have been the main priority when we have built this LMS. We have also thought about the administrators and the authors, and obviously they came second to our mind, but for them as well, you can set up Prime very easily. It takes not more than 90 minutes to set up, and that includes adding users, creating courses, and deploying, assigning those courses to the learners. So it's pretty simple. It's a no-nonsense setup. You don't have anything which you will not require for setting up your courses. It is created and designed role-wise. So if you are an administrator, you will not see any options that are basically useful for managers or authors or learners. You will just see what is relevant to your particular role. That makes it really simple, and I'll be talking more about it in the future, in the later slides. So also you can measure the learning impact made by the learning material that you have, and that is possible in Captivate Prime with the help of the robust reporting system and the different dashboards that you get, which will help you take a note of how your students are doing, based on the learning that is happening in this particular LMS. And this is not just related to the courses that are assigned. It is also related to how much skills they have achieved, how much equipped they are to go to the next level. So a lot of that data you can generate from Adobe Captivate Prime with the help of different things that have been incorporated in this particular LMS. Also, one very main thing that we have taken care of in Adobe Captivate Prime is to establish a learning culture. So instead of learners running far away from their learning content, or they're just doing, they're just clicking to the next slide or the next page to just finish the learning content. They actually want to learn and they participate. And I will be talking more about what we've done to establish a learning culture with the help of this particular LMS. So with that, I will start talking about the 10 different reasons why I think Captivate Prime LMS simply rocks. But before that, Dr. Alan Partridge, do we have any questions that you want me to answer before we go forward?
Pooja, oh, go ahead, Karen.
Oh, I was just going to defer to you, so go right ahead.
Oh, okay. Pooja, we've been answering a few questions in the chat pod, some about the business context or the organizational context for Prime. So there are a few questions about that. A couple folks from EDU, I think, looking for some clarification about how Prime is being used in the EDU space and the distinction between the kind of business focus that Prime has versus a more traditional EDU LMS like Moodle or that sort of thing.
Great question, Dr. Partridge. And to respond to that, Adobe Captivate Prime is primarily built for the business use case, and in the future versions we will definitely look at making it available for education use as well, but for now it is for business users only. And thanks for bringing that up, Dr. Partridge. With that, let me just quickly move forward to talk to you about the first and the foremost reason why I think Adobe Captivate Prime is stunning. And this time, let me talk about the administrators and the authors. And I believe most of us in this room are them. So let's talk about something that is more interesting to us. And here you can see in this screenshot that Adobe Captivate Prime is having a flat and an intuitive user interface. Nothing on this interface you will find which is not necessary. We have put in a lot of effort to cull out all the unnecessary things that you could encounter in an LMS. And whatever LMSs I have seen or you guys have seen, we've always faced this issue that where will I find the option that I am looking for? And then we are going through the tutorials and then we are going through the help documentation, and it's very difficult to follow what needs to be done. And then we create manuals where we have step by step procedure listed on how to do a particular task. You will not require all that in Adobe Captivate Prime. It's very simple to use. All the options that you will require to work with Adobe Captivate Prime is available on the left bar, and it all fits in one page. It doesn't have any nested menus. So with that, you can imagine how easy it would be to create something or work with Adobe Captivate Prime. Also, to do any task in Adobe Captivate Prime, you will not take more than say 2 to 3 steps. So it's that simple. If you have to create a module, you just have to fill out a simple form with very minimalistic information that you need to provide to create that module. To create a course, again, you don't have to provide any unnecessary information. There are only a few fields which are mandatory, and rest of it you can either fill it out or just leave it out. But that's also very minimalistic, and you will not feel the pain of creating all that stuff and then updating it. And it is actually fun to work with Adobe Captivate Prime instead of feeling that, oh gosh, this is not what I want to do. Also, this is based on the experiential design principles. So based on what you will require to do is placed on this particular screen, and you will not find any unnecessary information listed on the getting started page of each of the roles. When I'm talking about roles, Adobe Captivate Prime has 4 different roles. One is administrator, who basically does the admin type of work, and he or she is the master of this particular system, and by being master, he's the person or she's the person who adds the users to the system, adds the company information, adds skills, and assigns the courses, learning programs, learning plans to the learners, and also has the rights to see the reports generated by the courses that the learners have taken. Also, the second role that is there is of the author. The author has to do just 2 things. One is creating modules, and the second is creating courses. There's nothing else that the author needs to do. And these authors are basically instructional designers and trainers like most of us in this particular room. So that's author, and then we have manager, and the manager role is automatically assigned to a person who has 1 or more person reporting into him as a part of the user. And as soon as you become a manager, you can see your learner activity and also provide feedback about the performance of your employee to inside the system, so that there can be L3 feedback generated from it. Also, last but not the least, and in fact the first, is the learner role, where the learner is able to see the dashboard of how he or she is performing in the courses that have been taken. We'll talk more about that in just a bit. Also, as I mentioned before, it will just take you 90 minutes to set up. It's not about, getting familiar with your learning management system for months altogether. You just need 90 minutes to get used to it and create everything that you need to get your courses up and running in Adobe Captivate Prime. Let's move on and let's talk about the second reason now. And the second reason is related to the learner. And this is really revolutionary. We've named this as a fluidic player. It is the player in which the learner will view the content. And this player will play anything and everything starting from PPT or a PDF or a Word document or a video or a SCORM or AICC content or a content generated from Captivate or Presenter or Presenter Video Express. Wherever the content is coming from, it will play seamlessly in this particular player, and this player adapts based on the content that is being played. So if there is a PDF playing, you will see the buttons related to moving from page to page. If it's a Captivate movie, you will see the play pause button. So it adapts based on the content. And one of the really bad experience that you have with the traditional LMSs is that you have to install some plugin to play the content. You have to, whenever you launch content, it goes and starts inside a different window. If you're playing a PDF, it will open in a different window. If you open a Captivate content or any other interactive e-learning content, it will open in another window based on the type of content. But here, everything is playing in this one fluidic player, and it's pretty beautiful. It's simple. It doesn't have a lot of extra stuff that can confuse the learner. So everything plays well over here. No downloads of plugin and consistent playback because of the latest technology that we have used, especially for playing the videos. The experience is amazing for the learners. Also, in this fluidic player, there is a facility to see the table of contents where the learner can see all the modules. Also, if it's an interactive e-learning course generated as an HTML5, you can also see the slides listed, which you can bookmark and revisit. Also, you can take notes inside this fluidic player. So if you're playing the content and you are at on like slide 3, or you are at 1.24 minute in the video and you take a note over there, it saves that note at that particular location, and when you go back to the course page, you have that note listed over there with that particular timestamp. If you click on the timestamp, it brings you back to this particular page where you had taken the note. So it's very easy for the learner to refer to the things that he or she would like to go back to. So all this can be done. All these notes can be saved as a PDF document. It can be emailed, and it's a great way to bookmark any section of the course that the learner wants to. So that's about the Fluidic Player. Also, the learner dashboard is amazing. So the learner can get a snapshot of how they're performing. And here's the snapshot of the home page of the dashboard, where the learner sees his or her picture, and when they click the picture, it will show them their points that they have achieved in the leaderboard. And I'll talk more about it a little later. Here they will see all the badges that they have attained and the badges that they are about to attain. Here this shows them how they are performing based on their skills. So whatever skills have been assigned to them, or the skills that they have picked up on by enrolling for all the courses, all of that is listed here, and they can get a very nice view of how skilled they are based on all these skills that have been assigned to them. Along with that, they have a timeline. They get to see what are their deadlines, and when they click on any of these, all those courses will open here. They can click this thumbnail and it will take them to the course. Along with that, they also see the recommended courses listed over here. The next thing I want to talk to you about is the learner view, the learning view that they have in the dashboard, where all the courses that have been assigned to them appear over here. And they also see their progress. They will see all the information that they require for that particular course, program, or certification. That's their learning tab, where they know which courses have been assigned to them. And last is the catalog, where if they are self-motivated and they are driven, they want to learn more about things, they get to see the courses that are recommended for them. So here in these courses, they can go ahead and pick any course and start learning about those courses. So along with the courses that have been assigned to them, they can also take these additional courses and improve their skill level and get more points in the gamification leaderboard, in the leaderboard that is generated. Okay, let me just move to the next slide and talk to you about this catalog. So the catalog that you saw here, this catalog is not the same for everybody. So the administrator has the control to modify this catalog based on the traits of the learner. So here what he can do is he can create different catalogs for different set of people. So if there are some internal users, so here in this example there is one catalog for internal users which is for the company employees, and then there is an external learners catalog which is for the vendors for whom you want to provide some content, but you don't want them to look at all the internal content that has been created. So you can create things like that. You can also have catalogs for different departments. So if you want a separate catalog for the IT department, if you want catalog for HR department, for engineering, for finance, for marketing, if you want different catalogs to be available for different set of employees in your organization, you can easily do that by setting up different catalogs and adding those users to those categories. So it's pretty easy to do, and it really makes the content personalized for these learner groups. Let's move on, and then based on various criteria, the learners only see the recommended courses for them. So here you can see that based on my profile, based on the skills that have been assigned to me, and based on the type of courses I've been taking, these are the recommended courses that are listed for me on my homepage. So I can quickly go and grab those courses and start taking them. Let's move on and let's see what's next for us. So here's the third one. Okay, so Dr. Partridge, do we have any questions before I move forward and talk about my other favorite, reasons?
The only new question since we last interrupted is some questions from Marjorie about localization. And I mentioned that we've got the French and German coming up with the release at the end of February, and then we're doing many languages thereafter. But that's the only question so far. We're open to more, though.
Awesome. Okay, I see one more question here. Okay. Whether it will be available. Is this a question in continuation? Alan, can you take care of this? I'll just move on and let me talk about the third reason why Adobe LMS simply rocks, and that is that now you can have your LMS modules available as offline learning materials. So you can use Android or iPad tablet app. So this is only available for iPad or Android tablets, and you can download the free Adobe Captivate Prime app, log in using your credentials, and then as a learner you can download the content and view it at your leisure. So here you can go ahead and download. When you are offline, you can go ahead and take the course. As soon as you get back to the network, it will record your performance and it will send back the report to Adobe Captivate Prime LMS, and you will get the credit for completing your courses. So it's pretty easy. Also, it has in Captivate Prime, you can use different devices to complete your courses. So if it's a huge course and it will go on for say 3, 4, 5 days or maybe weeks, you can start taking the course on any device. Like you can start it on a desktop, then close it out, open it on your iPad and continue from there. So it remembers the bookmarking of where you left the content, and it easily starts the content from that particular point. So there's no problem in viewing content on different devices. You can easily switch between devices, and of course the offline viewing experience is really nice, and I definitely use it whenever I can, because it becomes really easy to just grab your iPad and view your complete your training, and then when you go back to the network, it completes the course. Okay, so let's move to the next reason, and the fourth reason I have is a very, very serious and a very important issue that everybody in the organizations need to solve. So with this fast-paced, especially the technology field or any other field, things are changing very fast for us. Whatever we studied in our schools and college are slowly becoming irrelevant or less relevant for us. Every day you have to learn something new. Every day for an organization to be, have the cutting edge technology or great solutions, the employees have to be skilled, reskilled, and unskilled for especially some of the old skills that they have achieved. They have to forget that and move on and learn something new. So to do that, the training managers need to have a way to gauge how much skill has been achieved by the learners, what are the important skills for the organization, what are the important skills that needs to be attained by the different departments, and based on that they can create those skills. So for example, an administrator can create a skill. So if it is for maybe a marketing team, there can be a very important skill that they need to learn, which is lead generation. And then for all these skills, there can be different levels. So if there is an entry level employee, for them there can be level 1 skill that needs to be assigned. If there is a mid-level employee, you need to assign level 2 skill for them. If it's a managerial employee, you can apply level 3 skill to them, and then you can add some credits, and then you can link the courses that you have created inside Prime or uploaded in Prime. You can link those courses to these levels, so the learners can complete those courses to achieve the levels that have been defined. This way there will be more clarity in the organization on how much skill has been achieved by the learner. So it's a pretty easy workflow for the training managers in Adobe Captivate Prime, but I'm sure it's very helpful for the organizations to track how skill ready are their people. Also, here's an example, a snapshot of the course skills. So when creating a course, you can attach some skills. So it can be 1 skill, 2 skills, or 3 skills, and they can be at any level. So this is an entry level course example, and you can see that I've assigned 3 skills here, and all 3 skills have level 1, and then the credits I have decided for this course. So when learners complete this course, they get 10 credits for completing. So, and also it also lists the maximum credits for this particular skill, and that is that from this course they will get 10 credits, and then to get the rest of the 20 credits they have to take some more courses. Okay, so it's very easy for the administrator and the author to set it up, and what the learner sees is this bird's eye view of how they are performing in the skills. So all the skills that have been assigned to them are clustered here, and they can see which skills they have been assigned to them. So here you see this empty box with the gray outline. This is the skill that has been assigned to them, and they have not yet started taking any courses related to that. Here with the construction sign means that they have started and it's in progress, and the filled out one is the one which they are yet to complete, and the one with the orange border is the one that they have recently completed. So it's a very nice view of how they are performing skill wise. Also, when they click on any of these skills, this is what they see. So they get to see a detailed view of how they are performing in all the skills that have been assigned to them, and how much percentage is completed, what they need to do to complete those skills and reach them. So I would say it's really motivating for the learner to see how they're performing and how they are upskilling themselves. So it's a pretty good motivational factor as I see it. Okay, with that, let's move to the fifth reason for why Adobe LMS is just amazing, and this is something really cool and is really important for making the learning, making learning engaging for the learners. So we have introduced badges, gamifications, points, and leaderboards in Adobe Captivate Prime. So what it does is you can assign badges for completing any course, any learning program, any skill, or any activity that you feel that is an achievement for the learner. You can provide badges to them, which they can display on the social media channels as well. So it is based on the open badges technology, where you can package it and then embed it inside on your social media channels, and it will show up all the all the information related related to why and how this badge was assigned to the learner. So badges are pretty cool. Gamification is pretty interesting in Adobe Captivate Prime. You can assign points for different activities that the learners do. Like they are from the first 20 people who took this course. They are fast learners. They completed the course pretty fast. You can have rules for like they have achieved a particular level of a skill. They get some points for that. So each activity that you do inside Adobe Captivate Prime can have points attached to them, and these points are displayed on their leaderboard, and they can compare themselves with the other employees on how they are performing. And it's more like a game that the employees can start playing and trying to see themselves ahead of their colleagues and friends. So it's just a layer of gamification that has been added, which is more like a structural gamification that has been added inside Adobe Captivate Prime, which makes it really fun to take the courses. Let's move on, and the sixth reason for trying out Adobe Captivate Prime is the certifications. So along with courses and the different learning programs and the learning plans, and let me just explain you what these terms are. Courses are simply collection of modules, and these modules can be self-paced modules, which will include anything from a Word document, a PDF, a video, a SCORM or AICC compliant course, or a Captivate course. And these modules can also be a virtual training module where you have a virtual session, something like which we are having right now. It can be a classroom-based session. It can be an activity module. So an activity module would be that you want your learners to go and visit some blog page or some videos external of the LMS. You can set that up as a module inside Adobe Captivate Prime. And these are modules, and when you add up these modules, it becomes a course. When you add up the course, it becomes a learning program, and these courses can be fulfilling maybe a broader objective for you. Like, for example, you have some courses related to company ethics and maybe the harassment policy, or some simple compliance courses, and you combine all those courses as a compliance training and roll it out to the learner. So that will be a learning program. Also, there are some recurring or non-recurring courses which you would like to assign to your learners when they are changing a particular role. At that time, you will be assigning a learning plan, and I will talk more about it in the coming reason that I have to share. Okay, so here's certification, and these certifications can be internal or external. Internal certification will be a combination of courses, learning programs, just courses and learning programs, and you can add all of that up and create a certification which the learner needs to take. Or it can be a third-party certification as well, where you ask the learner to go and take that certification, and once that certification is complete, the learner needs to upload the proof of completion on the Adobe Captivate Prime LMS, and the manager takes a look at it, agrees that okay, this is the proof of completion is correct, and approves it. Or if he feels this is not the correct proof of content, we can disapprove of the proof that the learner has submitted. So that's how external certifications work, and you can definitely set the reminders and all the other things that you can do with other learning objects inside Adobe Captivate Prime. Okay, let's move on, and here's learning programs. And learning programs, as I mentioned, are a set of or a bundle of courses that complement each other. And here you can see that we have one learning program for business communication, and this learning program can possibly include business ethics, maybe email writing, or dealing with conflicts, or dealing with irate customers. All those courses can be a part of this learning program, and then instead of assigning those single courses to your learners, you can assign this learning program, and you will be done in one step. Also, here's another example all about Prime, and this has 4 different courses, one for administrator role, one for manager role, one for the author role, and the last one for the learner role. So you can combine I would say like-minded courses together to create these learning programs. Let's move on, and let's talk about the 7th reason, and we briefly spoke about it, which was learning plans. And these learning plans are more like an automated learning object that is assigned to the learner. And this can be when a new joinee is when there is a new joinee in the team. He or she is automatically assigned some of the onboarding courses that the admin wants to assign. If there are some location-specific courses, and like if somebody is moving from Chicago to New York, and there are some courses which are just related to New York employees, that course will automatically be assigned to that particular user as soon as he switches his location. There is a promotion. So suppose the person is going from being an individual contributor to a manager. At that time, he or she might need some help with managerial courses. That is automatically assigned. So learning plan will help you set up some courses which will automatically be assigned based on these change of events that are happening. So that's what you can do, and let's move to the 8th point, and we are quickly reaching to the end, and it's pretty good. Alan, if there are any questions, just stop me, because I might not stop now.
There's an interesting question that I was just answering from Cindy. Cindy is looking for a solution that I think relates to virtual conferencing. So I don't know, did you mention the virtual conferencing integration?
Yes, so so the virtual conferencing session can be set up inside Prime, but there's like you have to set it up as a separate virtual conferencing session, and then you can put that link over here and assign it to learners from inside Prime. So that can be a type of a module that you can create inside Adobe Captivate Prime. And it can be any virtual conferencing. It can be a WebEx, it can be a Connect, it can be any conferencing service that you're using for creating your virtual class. But you can definitely create that as a module here, and you can further create courses out of it. And these, when you set them up, you can have recurring instances of the same class, so you don't have to do it again and again. You can just go ahead and create different instances of that particular course so that it's not too much work for you. So we've tried to cut down as much mundane things that you need to do for managing your learning management system.
And also, Pooja, there's a question about support. About the availability of support.
Yeah, so we have, I believe, 24/5. Alan, if I'm not right, please correct me. We have a 24/5 support, or is it 7, Alan? It is 7, yeah.
24/7 voice and 24/5 chat.
Yeah, so there's a 24/7 and it's a free enterprise support that we provide for Adobe Captivate Prime customers. So there should be no problem in doing it. And as I mentioned earlier, it's a pretty easy system to work with. So by and large, you will not face any issues. But if you face any issues, there is a huge team of folks who are ready to help you as soon as you call them or write to them. Okay, any more questions? Alan, any more questions? Okay, great. Okay, let's go to the 8th reason, and the 8th reason is pretty interesting. So here in Adobe Captivate Prime, you will not need any other server to host your content. You can upload your content directly inside this LMS. You don't need any other FTP service, any other service. You can directly upload your courses inside Adobe Captivate Prime, and it also allows you to reuse the module. So if you're creating one module, you can use it in multiple courses. You can so it really allows you to granularize your course material and then reuse it for different courses. Also, what it allows you to do is it allows you to update these modules. So when you are creating your modules, and if you go ahead and upload a second version of that particular module on top of it, it will change the version automatically, and it will give you an opportunity to go and update your existing courses with the new one. So nothing remains dated, everything is up to date, and everything that you create in Adobe Captivate Prime can be upgraded to a newer version, and you can use it with that. And as I mentioned in the earlier slide, that modules that you have is the building blocks for anything that you do in Adobe Captivate Prime. So basically you'll use modules to build your courses, and further you can also build learning programs by adding courses to it. So that's about the inbuilt LCMS functionality. Let's get to the 9th good reason for Captivate Prime being really nice, and that is you can train your external partners. And as I mentioned earlier, you can have a completely different environment for your external learners. So they will not see any leaderboard information that you have for your internal learners. They will not see the catalog items that have been available for the internal employees. They will only see the content that has been made available to them. So there is no there's no problem of them accessing all the confidential information that you have made available for your employees, and not you don't want it to be available for the vendors. So you can do this, and you can also track the learning of these external partners. So though they are away from your the content that has been made available for the internal employees, yet you can generate reports for all those learners and track what they have been doing. And creating an external enrollment is pretty easy. You just need to add the partner organization name. You have to give email ID of the partner and the seat limit and expiry date of when after which nobody will be able to enroll to the class, and it will generate a URL for you. You just have to share it with the partner, and they can use that particular link to enroll learners, and they can be a part of your LMS but still be an external part of the LMS. So I feel this is very, very useful when you have to train them on certain train the external partners on certain things, when you are trying to ramp up different procedures, and you need some help from the vendor. That's a great way to train them and make them access access some of the material which is important for them. So that's the 9th reason, and let me come to the last reason that I have for Adobe Captivate Prime, and that is the powerful report builder that we have in Adobe Captivate Prime. Here you can create reports in seconds and minutes. It doesn't take a lot of time. There are 120, or maybe I think it's 300 plus customizable reports that you can generate using the options that are available inside Adobe Captivate Prime. It will allow you to create different reports. It will allow you to build different dashboards, which as an administrator you can share with different managers. So if you don't want your managers to do any hard work, you can create a dashboard where you have a way to assign the person as self, and you create that dashboard with the person with the manager being self, and when you share that dashboard with the managers, they will see reports related to their own teams. So as an administrator, you just create once, you share it with all the managers, and what your managers see is just the reports that are related to their team, because they would not be interested in seeing the entire organization data, and they should not, because they are not authorized to do that. So they will see only the data related to their team and nothing else. And you, as an administrator, create just one dashboard and share it with them. Also, there is a way to have weekly or a daily report emailed to you. You can share reports with people, and when you share reports with people and any updation is made, it's there and then, and it doesn't take hours and days to generate the report. It's in seconds and minutes. So it's pretty easy to use. It's customizable. There are some quick view options which allow you to customize your report directly. So even if you have created a report and if you just want to change one of the fields, it's very easy to customize that report and make it work for you. Also, along with reporting, there is something known as course effectiveness rating that is generated for each and every learning content that is available inside Captivate Prime. So this is generated with the help of L1, L2, L3 feedback that is collected during when the learner is taking the course. L1 feedback is the simple smile sheet or the feedback that the learner provides after completing the course with simple questions like was the course useful for them, and will they recommend the course to their colleagues and things like that. L2 feedback is their quiz score, and the L3 feedback is the manager feedback after a course of time. So possibly after say 1 month or 2 months or 3 months, you reach out to the manager, and he or she gives the feedback that was this training helpful for the employee, and has his or her behavior changed after taking that particular course. And in terms of weightage, the weightage for L3 feedback is the highest. It's about 70 to 80% that the weightage that is given to the L3 feedback, and then after that there is about I think 70% is L3 feedback, 20% is L1 feedback, which is the smile sheet, and the quiz score is about 10%. So all these scores are added together, and based on their weightage, course effectiveness rating is decided. Now this course effectiveness rating helps learners in deciding which course should they take. So obviously if the course effectiveness rating of the course is higher for a particular course, they will be more inclined to take that particular course rather than taking some course which doesn't have a high rating. Also, this is more meaningful than the star rating that you usually see in other places, because this is based on the Kirkpatrick feedback model, and it really there is a lot of calculation going in the background when this score is being generated, and it is more authentic because this also has the feedback from the manager, who is the person who's actually seeing the performance of the learner after taking the course. So that's how the learner can be benefited by this course effectiveness score. And this course effectiveness score is very important for the authors, because when they see their courses getting low effectiveness score, they can maybe rework on their content, and they can find out from the ratings why their course is not performing well. Maybe there is some problem in the course content, and they can go back to their drawing table and find out why this is happening, and they can correct whatever mistake is there. And then, because of the nice LCMS facilities that we have in Adobe Captivate Prime, they can upload the newer version of their content, and then hopefully the rating will go up for their course. So it's pretty interesting to see how course effectiveness really helps the learners and the authors. And also for administrators, they can pull reports based on course effectiveness. So they can also find out what is the correlation between the course completion, course effectiveness, and other criteria that they want to apply. They can easily generate all those reports, and this becomes a really important part of generating reports. So with that, let me just talk to you about the 4 more benefits that you get with Adobe Captivate Prime. There is low cost. It's just $4 per person per month that you have to pay for the Adobe Captivate Prime account, and as the number of learners increase, there is discount and all that stuff. So it's lower price. It's best-in-class technology, being Adobe, and you have a lot of customization options, and you get free enterprise support, as Dr. Partridge and I told you a while back. So with that, let me just tell you about the cost. And with that, thank you very much for being here, and I hope you clicked the Try Adobe Captivate Prime link or the thumbnail that I have added at the bottom of this slide. Go ahead and click that, save that link, and give it a try. It's a 30-day free trial that you get. Go ahead and try it out. If you have any questions, you can reach out to Captivate Prime Sales at adobe.com, or you can you can reach out to Dr. Partridge or me and write an email to us, and we'll be happy to help you out with that. Dr. Partridge, do we have any more questions?
I have a couple, a quick one about HRIS and Microsoft Active Directories integration. Just folks wondering, can we automatically import our data for our human resources, all of our people, our hierarchy? Yes, that's all supported, as is single sign-on. And another question about the publish features from the Adobe tools, and of course the Adobe Captivate 9, as well as Adobe Presenter and Adobe Presenter Video Express, and as of last week, right, now Adobe Captivate 8 has an update, and all of these now you can use to publish direct to Prime. Just click on the Publish button and Publish to Prime, and you'll find that new option in Captivate 8 now as soon as you update it as well.
Yep.
So of course you should upgrade to Captivate 9 because it's awesome, and it has that library of crazy, 30,000 free resources?
Yeah.
Yeah.
More than 30,000, yep. Okay, with that, thank you very much for being here. If you have any questions, you can stay back and write in the Q&A pod, and we'll be happy to answer your questions. If not, thank you very much for being here. It was wonderful talking to you. Take care and see you in the next session. Bye-bye.